comes from. I'm not in support of the fact that when you divorce your husband or you divorce your wife, then the person who is making less should go home empty-handed. No.
Magnificent.
Hi guys, welcome back to a fresh episode of Team Talk. You know how we do. Thank you once again for always liking, commenting, sharing. For all of you that turn on the notification button anytime I post, you're appreciating it. Because of you, I'm always doing all of these reactions, So I really appreciate you guys. And right now, I'm going to talk about something that's been buzzing. The internet has been, buzzing. I've been commenting, engaging on people's profiles, and man, the comments have been, greasy. But again, I just have, today is not going to be long, just something very short, but I'm just going to give you guys a holistic, just a holistic view of what my take is on this whole issue, right? So, as you know, a lot of you, if you don't know, Hakimi is a player. He was born in Spain, but his parents are from the Moroccan descent, so he plays for Morocco national team. Started his career at Real Madrid, moved on to the Borussia Dortmund in Germany, went to Italy, played for Inter Milan, and right now he plays for PSG. Very successful player, and he's worth about 70 million. He got married to a lady who's at the time he was 19. The lady was about 31 years, or 32 thereabout. Yeah, got married, and fast forward right now they have this issue where she wants to leave. Of course, they were first of all separated, and after that, of course, she filed for divorce. She filed for divorce through her announcement of what she wanted to do was on her Instagram page on the 27th of March, where she put up a message talking about how she had to go through the pain of being separated from a failed project, which is her marriage, obviously, from a failed project, and then right now, because the guy is being accused of rape, and now she has to go through all of that, so she's filing for a divorce. Fine. So they got to court and they realized that Hakim owns nothing, because of course she wanted to make away with 50% of the guy's money, or the guy's wealth, and they got to court and realized that the guy owns nothing. Everything is registered under the mom, so he makes about £1 million every month, but when the money comes, it's registered under the mom, so apparently he owns nothing. So of course, based on what the alimony law is, she's the one that has money. She's worth about $6 million, so now she has to pay the guy $3 million. So of course that has sparked a lot of reactions, and everybody has been talking. The people who say if you don't trust the woman, don't get to marry the woman. Why will your money be with your mom? All of those things, So I just gave a brief recap so everybody can understand, because for most of you might not understand, so let everybody just understand what's up. So generally, this is my view about the whole scenario. I feel like what he did was very smart. First off, because this is the thing, right? Most of the comments and most of the reaction, most of the pages I went to, typically Nigerian page. Of course, that's my major target market. So everybody was talking about was about the fact that he's a mommy's boy. Why will his money be with his mom? Why will he hide his money away from the woman? And all of those type of things. But one thing you need to understand is this. This is somebody who was born in Spain. He was born in Europe. His idea about what marriage is completely different from what our own idea is. You get? So in the European world, if you go to America, go to Europe and all of that, it's a whole different ball game. So first, you need to understand where he's coming from. We have seen scenarios, a lot of them, where people get married and divorce does not pay the man, because there's a movie I was watching. Let me even throw this out there. There's a movie I was watching, and the girl got married, So you know how it is now when you are climbing up the aisle and all of that. You have cold feet and all that. So he called the other brother to come, give him, little words of encouragement before she moved out. And the brother was like, you have to be strong. This is your first marriage. Maybe by the second or third marriage, you understand better. That's, of course, they act what is the reality of the environment you get. So imagine where you are getting married and somebody is telling you by the second or third marriage, you understand better. What does that mean? You get? So before marriage was about till death do you part, right? You go up to the altar, you get married, you take your vows till death do you part, you leave. Then you continue your life and all that. So all the challenges come in and you handle all of that. But in a situation whereby somebody's telling you from the jump that it's only your first marriage, you're going to have the second marriage and all that. This is what has been happening. These people are seeing. We have stories of a boy. A boy was married to a wife. He gave everything to his wife. He was working and putting all his finances with his wife. What happened? The woman divorced him and he left away with everything that he had. And to the point where a boy could not afford a washing machine. He had to wash with his hands, That's the story of a boy, plus so many other stories we have. We have stories where when a divorce happened, okay, look at the audacity that some of these ladies have, right? Tiger Woods got married. His first marriage, he got divorced. The woman made away with about $100 million, right? Fine. Now you have a girlfriend. He started dating someone else who was apparently the manager of his restaurant. They moved in together. So there was a time she traveled and the guy didn't want the relationship anymore. I was like, you're not coming back to the house. You get what I'm saying? Now, what happened at that point? She came and sued the guy for $30 million. You are just my girlfriend. I'm not married to you. The relationship is done. Now you're suing me for $30 million. These are the things that these people do. There are certain ladies that are old, because apparently, like, the lady was 31, the guy was just 19. He was literally a kid. Because I believe if the situation was reversed and it were to be a 31-year-old guy getting married to 18 or 19-year-old girl, of course, everywhere will turn upside down. They will call him names and all that. But this is what the woman did. You get. So there are some certain women that get to so for the Nigerian ladies buzzing around talking about whatever they're talking about, right? You have to understand this is a different context. This is the European context. It's different from how it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, for instance, plenty people don't even have money, So yes, in the Nigerian law, it is there that when you divorce your husband or your spouse, he is supposed to take responsibility of the kids and give you something for support. Now, it's not just about the husband, whosoever is making more. That law is there. But now, in a situation where you want to take half of what he owns, that's where the problem comes from. I'm not in support of the fact that when you divorce your husband or you divorce your wife, then the person who is making less should go home empty-handed. No, I'm not in support of that. You get me? If I am earning, say, 50,000 naira every month, right? You are earning 50,000 naira every month. Yeah, we're on the same level. If I'm making 50,000 every month, you're making 5,000 every month. If we get to have a misunderstanding and we are going our separate ways, we are divorcing, what's supposed to happen? Yes, of course, I have to give you something. Whosoever is in custody of the kids. If you're in custody of the kids, I have to take responsibility of my kids and at least take care of you. By extension, you benefit from that, because if you get remarried, of course, the alimony deal is done. But in a situation where you're talking about you want to take half of what he owns, then at that point it becomes wickedness. This has absolutely nothing to do with you want to take care of her. So she's worth $6 million. $6 million is enough. Again, everybody's talking about he was hiding his money away from her. No, he wasn't hiding his money away from her, right? It's just like him having a trust fund. Whatever he makes, he puts it in the trust fund. So he owns nothing. If anything happens to him, well, it's him. The trust fund is there. Whatever the wife would need, the money from the trust fund will go to the wife. Whatever he needs, he will also get money from there. So let that trust fund just like the mom. Whatever he needed, he'll get the money from the mom. Is it because the money is with the mom? That's the problem. Let me even throw it out there to you girls that are complaining, right? Let's assume you are home and you have a younger brother, and then all of you have gathered money and sent that younger brother abroad. He gets abroad, he studied a very good course. After that, he gets a job. Then he comes home, gets married to a girl, take her to UK, US, wherever it is that he went to school and studied and is having a life, right? 2 years down the line, the woman says, oh, I don't love you anymore. I want to divorce you. Now, the house that he has gotten, he got before getting married to the girl will take it. His money that he has saved up, the lady will take 50%. How will you feel in the family? So all of you saying, oh, all the guys, I pray your sons marry people like that, your wife. First of all, you need to understand this, right? She didn't lack anything while she was with the guy. Nobody knows the dynamic of what their relationship was. But when you grow up in an environment where you are seeing that marriage is no longer till death do you part, but till love no longer exists, or till it gets to the point where the lady literally wants to hurt you, or gets to the point where the guy literally wants to hurt you, then you be prepared. All you ladies, like Nigerian ladies, big up to you girls. Very strong, very hardworking ladies and all that. So imagine where you are a Nigerian girl, you are hardworking, you've made a set. Let's assume you've made 50 million naira. Then you get married to someone. Of course, this thing I'm saying, I know some of you, if you watch it now, you shout, because ladies don't even marry down, they marry up. But let's assume, for whatever reason, you get married to somebody who earns less than you. And then 2 days, the guy is like, I'm no longer interested. Then he goes to court to fight to take 25% of what you already, or rather to take 50% of what you already built before you got married to him. What do you think is going to happen in that situation? So all of these things, like, it's just what it is. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not married. He has a girlfriend. He has done a lot for the girlfriend, right? She herself, when she had her documentary, she came out to say that she was literally paying, she was staying in a place where she was paying $100. So it's Ronaldo that has changed her life. They're not married. So assuming Ronaldo gets married to her today, and then tomorrow she comes up and says, I want to divorce this guy, I need 50% of what he has earned. Come on now. How do you think that's going to go? So the guy made a smart move. He has watched his environment. There's divorce in the white man's world, divorce in Europe, divorce in America does not, by any standard, favor the man. And that's the reason why most guys are not getting married anymore, because they get married, everything they've worked for, all they need to do is get married to somebody that wakes up tomorrow and says, I'm no longer interested, and has that money. You get? So before you come attacking the guy, calling him mommy's boy, calling him all of that, you need to understand it has nothing to do with trust. When you are getting married to somebody, you trust the person at that point. You believe this marriage is going to last forever. There's no going to be divorce, this, that. But then it happens anyways. At that point, what happens? Because if I'm married to a lady, the lady wants to divorce me, and she's asking for half of what. I remember in Nigeria, there was a time, it was Peter Okoye or Paul, okay, one of the brothers, the wife left. When they had their problems, right? She was demanding for child support. Then everybody was making noise, blah, blah, blah. But that's what it's supposed to be. You pay her so that she'll be able to take care of the kids that you both have. But she never came out to say, I want half of what the P-Square brothers had. You get me? So you coming out to say you want half. Now that's you being wicked. At that point, it's more like you are being wicked. Now, again, let me explain something, right? If you read the statement she made, that lady just felt okay. And you know how it is. This is the reality of the matter. I'm just reporting what it is, right? When you get to a certain level, for girls, when you get to a certain level, you are a bit successful and all of that, your standards get very high, right? So at that point, the type of men you want, you don't get them. Nobody even wants to marry them at that point. That's the honest truth. I'm talking mainly on what is out here in the Western world, right? So now, she probably understood the fact that, okay, she might not really get somebody to settle down with. So what she would do is manipulate this young guy, got married to the guy, and then at the end of the day, she would just up and leave and take the guy's money. Series of examples. Go look it up. You see a lot of situations like this. So in that situation now, he got married to the guy, separated with the guy. The guy was accused of rape. Not convicted for rape, accused of rape. The next thing she could do was come out on Instagram and talk about how she's been hurt, blah, blah, blah. And right now she has to go through all of this with the guy and all. She is just being accused of rape. Stand by him. You are the wife, stand by him. There are series of cases where girls accuse men of rape, come out, and at the end of the day say, no, they were just lying, the guy never raped them. Cases like that. That's why I'm big up on the fact that if you are not raped, please let us know who the real victims are, so I'll be able to help. So it's not the issue. If you have been raped, fine, come out, say it. Let's drag the guys. Let's give the guy the maximal sentence for whatever it is for whatever crime the person committed. But if you are not raped, please don't come out to talk about the fact that you are being raped. You get me? So things like that. So if you have a husband and your husband has gone and he's been accused of rape, you're supposed to stand by your husband. Stand by him. Let the court prove to the point that what if it turns out that he's innocent? Then that's what you did because you just wanted to cash out and go. If you were so pained and so embarrassed by all of that, then just walk away from it. You have $6 million. Let him take care of you and the children you have. But now you want half of whatever he owns. That's just being wicked. So for me, big up to Hakim. All of you talking all the things you are talking about. Like I said, let your brother be in the same situation and then you understand what's up. Whether he kept his money with his mother or kept the money with the trust fund, all is the same. That was a smart thing he did. And I'm in support of whatever it is that he did. And lady, if you people are thinking you want to be getting married because you want to have the person's money, yeah, continue. But for Hakim, big up, you did very well. Eh? So that is my own that's my own take on the whole issue, and I hope you guys will enjoy at least my own take on it. Guys, I'm very sure guys, of course, guys are celebrating. Some guys are not celebrating. Some guys are still calling the guy mommy's boy, that the real man is not supposed to do that. But at the end of the day, you need to understand where he's coming from, the environment he's coming from. So big up to him. Thank you guys again for staying tuned. If you watch up to this point and you're not subscribed, please, it's like you're not paying, just click the subscribe button, and let's go to family. See you some other time.